talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. Got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter joke going up. I can tell. Hey, I can tell. This is starting something fresh. Shout out, extra vision and done the yes. I confess, Mexicans don't stress. Cause as a community, one. So tell me, are you in? Or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win? Or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns years. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you provide the NFT, that's tragic. So most think it was a game. Are you here for the fame or here to make your name? See, Mexicans brain, we create our own lane. I thought I told you the financial gain. AG Project.io, flow. And if you know what I know, you know what I know. That's how it go. Something like to support team, dream. Public service announcement. T.me / anti-gravity saga. Hit the telegram. Tap in. Yo. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. Got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter joke going up. I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. Let's give it up for Zephyr Trips and Corey and Investor for the music and the videos. They're bringing us in. Very cool stuff. And I believe the one that explodes, that one's, I believe, Red Squirrel. Hex T. Armstrong, ahoy, mate. Matey, there she blows. Good afternoon. Echo again. Gan. Yeah, I think it's because I'm sharing this in another screen. We'll just remove that and let me know if it does that. If that stops the echo out right there. But we'll share that as well. We're representing Hex. You know, Hex all day everywhere, representing my boy Hex T. Armstrong, his amazing, powerful chains. I still got to mail these ones out to a couple of influencers, so keep your eyes out for someone wearing those soon. Frank Polancic is in the house. What's up, Frank? So good to see you, buddy. We are 100 and shoot, how many? Believe in yourselves in the house. What's up, believe in yourself? We are, let me show you guys a screen here. We are not that many days into this journey. We are about, that's a very interesting chart right there. Well, if we go to the dark and pulse chain chart, which shows the entire history of our journey here, it's an interesting chart too. Let's see, we're at 146 days into this journey, and it looks like the bull run has finally showed up for our bull again. We had a great bull run the first minting phase, a great bull run the second, and a nothing burger death during the third, and now the fourth. It looks like there may be hope. No, I don't want to jinx us, but it looks like things are picking up again, and some of this circulating supplies been swept off of here. We'll show you guys that in just a second. Here is a very interesting chart right here. This one shows the payout per journey, and this was the payout per journey with only the evil address minting, nobody else. And so if only the evil address minted, I believe it's journey 10 here, that 9 or 10 that peaks. And I think it's been rolled forward because so much minting has happened above and beyond the evil address that the payout has exponentially increased. So we'll take a look at that as well. We'll take a look at the charts. If I have time, I will share the link to join. But I do have a jujitsu thing I got to go to tonight. And so I'm trying to bust this out and give you guys your update before I run and do that. So Yeah, let's check the chat here. Same chat. We're good. All right, let's do this. I'm actually going to drop since I'm frozen again. We're going to go through these. First, go to X, or formerly known as Twitter. You want to go to communities, and you want to join the collective. The collective, right here, you can search for it. We have one more member than we did yesterday. We have 34 members here. And just look at that. Robert Brooker added some steampunk flavor to our Pink Miss Well. That's very, very cool. I retweeted that. Zephyr Trips dropping new videos in here already, including the intro video. And here is the winner of the last art contest. Elizabeth just crushed it. And I mean, not just her, like Smo crushed it, Zephyr, and all the other runner-ups, they completely crushed it. And we came up with some of the most beautiful art that we'll be sharing with you as we check our NFTs. So yeah, go here first. Make sure you're part of the collective. You have to be in the collective to post an entrance for the next art contest and to vote on the next art contest. That's why, we didn't have a ton of votes here, but it didn't really matter because we knew they were all verified community members, and that's who we believe should be voting for these. Jump into our favorite website in the entire world, agproject.io. We have less than 5 days to get these puppies minted, and I can't believe how much you guys have minted. You go here, you get some dark. We'll mint a couple today. You just you connect your wallet up here if it's not already connected, and then it'll read your balance of dark matter. If you don't have any dark matter, you can click buy more, and you can buy more dark matter simply by typing in dark on Pateus, and you can look for the crystallized symbol right there, and then you can use, of course, any of these that you wish. Maybe some Pink Miss Well. So let's buy some dark with some Pink Miss Well. Let's do that. That sounds really, really interesting. What if we did that? What if we took 1 million Pink Miss Well right now, which is about $200, and we were to buy some dark? So it looks like we're at a very slight, almost no, very, very little slippage right there. So interesting. Let's go ahead and take this Pink Miss Well, which has gone up dramatically in the last while. Like, if you check out the Pink Miss Well chart, kids, it's so bananas. It's just heading to the moon. So we're gonna sell a little bit of Pink Miss Well for dark and give our buddy Dark a little bit of help on this chart right here. This is dark and Pink Miss Well, and dark has not done well against Pink Miss Well. So we'll give it a little bit of life here on this chart. And this is a very interesting chart we'll get into in just a little bit. Well, I digress. Let's go back to Pateus. We would go to Bistro, but Bistro doesn't accept Pink Miss Well as a payment yet. So we're going to go here. We're going to get 16 of these babies with almost no slippage. It is very difficult to get a hold of Pink Miss Well, as you can tell with the price climbing. Oh, goodness gracious. The things we do for crypto. Passwords. All right, here we go. So we're going to approve it for sale. We'll confirm the amount. We'll confirm it here. And we'll jump right into here. It's enabling it. Once that's done, then we will be able to confirm it. And we'll get about 16.5 dark for 1 million Pink Miss Well right now. That's very, very interesting. If you guys have been paying attention to the ratios of these two, that is a very, very interesting ratio. That's a lot less dark than a lot more dark than you used to get for Pink Miss Well. So there we go. You can buy it here. And second of all, if you guys want a really good deal on OX Bistro and you don't have a bunch of Pink Miss Well to buy it with, make sure you go over here to 0xbistro.io, 0xbistro.io. Let me copy that and put that in the chat for you guys, just so you guys know exactly how to get there. Paste. Yeah, there we go. So it's 0x Bistro. That is bananas. It's totally bananas. Elizabeth, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. And we're about to check out your art. We are about to mint an NFT with Elizabeth's art on it right now. Elizabeth is eternally stamped into this project with her art. It's I love using the community's heart. But here we go. Let's see. Did it go through? Yeah, it definitely went through because I'm a million pink Mistwell lighter and I am 16 dark richer. So let's take this dark that we just got and we're going to mint. Let's just mint a couple of them. We've been minting about 2 a day during this to show you guys how it goes. So we'll mint 2 and we'll hit mint now. If you haven't approved it, you'll have to approve it first. We've already approved these. We want to go fast. It's going to cost us 37 cents to mint fast 2 of these NFTs. We're going to pay the fee to Pulse Chain, and you'll see this success turn green, and you'll see it pop up here, and you'll also see a notification on the bottom of the screen that I've just minted 2 more J4 fuel cells. There you go. 2 minted. We got 8 reward points for doing so. And 2 AB 319A just minted 2 fuel cells. That's us, baby. That is us. So now we have 2 more fuel cells than we had before. Now, the reason you would mint these fuel cells is because there's 3 really cool things about our NFTs. Number 1 is the artwork from amazing people like Elizabeth, like Red Squirrel, like Kate Figor and Zephyr Trips. Amazing artwork. Like, first of all, very cool artwork, limited prints. You only have 11 days to mint them. So there is a limited number of these prints. Just think about like a print of baseball cards, basketball cards, or paintings from a famous artist. So that's one cool thing. You get the art. But then you also get entered into a lottery, and you also they also become yield accumulating assets. So you get cool art, you get a chance at the lottery, and you get a piggy bank, all wrapped in one amazing NFT. In my humble opinion, the most amazing NFTs in all of crypto. Like, no, I've never seen an NFT do this much work that's much. So if you click on tools right here at the top of the navigation bar, that will open beta.agproject.io. And we're going to go to lottery first. And in the lottery, we can see that 111,488 fuel cells have been minted, including the 2 we just minted. And when you mint these, it funds the treasury and it funds the lottery. So those 2 dark tokens that we just minted with, they just beefed up the jackpot for the lottery, and they beefed up the treasury to pay yield to the other mints and to our mint that we just made. So that's how these are funded. These are self-funded. The treasury had nothing in it on day 1. The jackpot had nothing in it on day 1. And the jackpot's been filled and emptied, filled and emptied, filled and emptied every turn. But this treasury's been bloating, and it now has a silly amount of the supply in it. And remember, there's only 1 million of those dark matter tokens. So we would tell people you don't have enough dark. You don't have enough dark. There are 31 dark tokens here out of 1 million. Less than 1 million, actually, because some were burnt. But there's less than 1 million of these tokens. So the fact that you can get this payment from the treasury in a token that becomes more and more scarce every single day, that's amazing. That is something that we also have not seen in crypto before. So as you can see, in about 15 days, the first drawing is going to give out about 2,000. And then 11 days after that, the second drawing will give out about 6,000, 7,000. And then 11 days after that, the biggest one's going to give out 13,000 right now without anyone else minting for the next few days. So if I win this, if these 2 fuel cells that I minted win the lottery, it'll show up in this box. I click scrape, I pay a fee, and those dark matter show right back up in my wallet. So I have free mints in the next round. I can also take profit. I can go dump them on the market, and I can get an air fryer. Or I can go to oxbistro.io and sell them. And as you can see, there's 100 dark for sale right now that are all at a discount in eDAI and PulseX if you want to go snatch those up without paying slippage. And then there's 1 dark for $1,000, which is maybe a wink and a nod at where we think things might go in this bull cycle. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And then look, you got Queen 2 that's in the money. You got ASIC, which is got a discount, and you got King 2, which is a little out of the money. But again, no slippage. You can set your price for any token on Pulse Chain you want here. You can accept several tokens as payment, and then boom, you can create these orders. And you pay 1% unless you have one of their NFTs, and then it's 0.5%. But the buyers don't pay anything. The sellers pay the 1%, and that goes into their Magic Carpet Ride system. So yeah, 0x Bistro, best kept secret in crypto. It's amazing. Okay, so like I said, you go there and then you can win the lottery and scrape it. At the end of every journey or round, if you will, the treasury pays out, and the treasury pays out more yield to the older original NFTs and less every time. So when you mint here in Journey 4, you're locking in your interest rate, your yield rate that you're receiving. And then in the next journey or the next round, it's going to go 10% lower and 10% lower all the way until Journey 33. So there's only 33 chances to mint these, and that it just keeps going down lower and lower and lower and lower. So the older pays better. And as you can see, the treasury's already paid out 33,000 dark into the fuel cells, which is over that's like 3 1/3% that's been paid out to the fuel cells. And it's sitting with 31%, almost 32% in the treasury out of that 1 million. And when you get paid these are different. There's no scrape button here. You can't just take them and spend them. They're not liquid. They're locked inside the NFT until you either sell the NFT for the cash value that it has and future value that it could get accumulating from the treasury, or you vaporize it. You can vaporize it and get the money out of it. But we do not recommend that around here. So yeah, the treasury pays out every 45 days forever. Yeah, I said that right. It pays out every 45 days forever. The treasury does. So at the end of this round, the newly minted Journey 4s, or J4s as we call them, J4 fuel cells, they're going to get paid out at the end of this journey, which is about 45 days. And they're going to get paid out every 45 days after that as well. And the first journey that people have already minted has already been paid out 3 times, and it's about to be paid out a 4th time. We'll show you that under this other one. The evil address is pretty interesting. It basically has an unfair advantage in this game, and all it does is mint and hoard. It tries to win as many lotteries as it can. It tries to get as much yield from the treasury as it can. And so far, we've been able to take its lottery winnings and roll it into the jackpots until recently. And this button's gone dormant. So we're not sure what the collective is working on right now, but they did hack this button. And this is hacked too, but we've already minted all of the evil addresses NFTs for them. So this will be active during the next minting phase. You can go in here and mint the evil addresses NFTs and pump up the treasury and the lottery. And then vaporize, like I said, this is where you go if you want to like get the dark matter out of the inside. I did not don't ever vaporize, kids. Just say no. Just say no to that. Let's see here. We'll put the number in here though, which is 48. So we have 48 fuel cells in here. And instead of approving and vaporizing, we're going to click this little white line right here. It says view selected fuel cells. And as you can see, all the Journey 4s have not been paid out at all. They won't be paid out till the end of this journey, till all 3 of those lotteries have been drawn. And so you scroll down here, but you see once we get to Journey 3, Journey 3's been paid 0.05. It's gotten 1 payment at the end of Journey 3. And then Journey 2's, if we get down here a little bit further, it's loading. It's taking a second. Apologies. So Journey 2's been paid out twice, and it has almost 1/10 of a dark back inside of it. So it's almost earned 10% APY right there. And then the Journey 1s have been paid 3 times, and they have 13.5% APY in 146 days. So as you see, older pays better. And this is where you can see which ones you have and how much they've earned. So check those out. Also, make sure you stop by coinmarketleague.com. Follow these guys on Twitter. Come here every single day. and vote for Dark Matter and our friends. Here's Dark Matter down at 15. Oh, it's so depressing seeing it down at 15. It was in the top like 3 and 4 for a while when we started doing this, and people were going bananas voting. And I've got this connected to my X account. So I get a retweet that I just voted for this, and then they'll retweet it, which is great for engagement. So follow Coin Market League, vote for your favorite coins on here. We love Carpe Diem, First Pension on the blockchain. And sad day for everyone. Mogo, wait, for real. I thought that this was a picture of Crypto Coffee. Yeah, it says replying to Crypto Coffee. That is Crypto Coffee. It looks like Crypto Coffee. Anyways, I get distracted too easily. Hocus Pocus, they're our homies. We love the Hocus Pocus. We'll show you guys the farms if we have a second, if we have time. Oh, shoot, I got like 20 minutes before I got to go. But anyways, yeah, we're going to post that. And then, of course, we got to give love to the OG Hex, first CD on blockchain right here that has brought us together as a community and given some of us financial freedom that we would love to pay forward, you know? Yeah, HP Morgan, 2006, in the midst of Operation Iraqi Freedom 3, I got to meet Drowning Pool in Iraq. Time sure does fly. I think this is him right here. This must be Drowning Pool sitting down. And these guys don't look like HP. That one kind of looks like HP, and that one might be HP right there. But yeah, good to see you guys. Good, cool photo. Cool photo, bro. Let me shut these down. And of course, we already talked about OX Bistro. I don't know how long these are going to last. There was 30 of them when they went into the money when the price spiked last night, and they just disappeared immediately. And I'm pretty sure it's like the people that run the site and are here all the time, or some of the people with other tokens for sale, they see it and they snatch it. So you never know when these will get snatched up. It's kind of fun. Let's jump into the charts, my friends. Look at that little tiny bit of green that we see here. Dex Screener is very not great. The last buy shows from E60. This is the mystery box. That is not the last buy that went through here. It would have been, our demo wallet, but I whatever. It doesn't show the liquidity very well or anything else, but we will see that on here. I think I'm going to change all of my charts to Gecko Terminal because it shows a better job of the liquidity. Look, we got almost 200 grand in liquidity paired between Dark and the Pink Miss Well. And as you can see, we got a little jump right there. I just bought some of this right here. So here's 319A. There's the $200 that I just bought. And for some reason, it's showing some sells afterwards, but there were no sells yet. The bots have not botted that bad boy. So we might have to refresh it. Verify I'm human. Sure. Yeah, look at that. No, it's still got a red that I don't understand the cells because there aren't actual cells unless the bot's already sold and it's not showing up here. I don't get it. But either way, you can see other people have been jumping in here and buying and selling between these two interesting tokens right there. So we got a nice jump up last night to $12. I believe it gets pulled up when the other very low liquidity ones pump, which we'll get into in just a second. Let's go down the chart here. We got Wrapped Pulse continuing its bounce right here to higher highs. We love to see that. We got Hex also bumping and jumping. Pulse X not bumping and jumping as hard, but still bumping and jumping. Ink is starting to come off this line right here. Solid X is going to be very similar to Ink. It's been consolidating, getting into this tight little like consolidation right here. And then of course Pink Miss Well. Here's the price in dollars. Here's the price in Pulse. It's if you guys know, then you know. There are people gobbling something. They gobbled it down here and gave it to the Pink Miss Well, and they're like, "Man, I wish I would have given it to Pink Miss Well." Dude, if you didn't give it to the Pink Miss Well, you would have sold. Pink Miss Well doesn't sell. Pink Miss Well just holds like a tiger. He's got those diamond hands. And look at this chart you can draw with just a handful of people not selling. You can do crazy things with charts. The price can go insane if people just don't dump. Just don't dump. Just don't dump. Just don't do it. Just say no to dumping, kids. And then the dark, as I said, it's been following the Hart's Law, unfortunately, all the way down with these Black Swan events. And then we got a nice pop last night. So it looks like there's some people buying it in order to get into this mint before it ends in about 4 or 5 days. You got a few days left to mint. So we'll see if other people show up to the party and buy some dark. You don't have enough dark, guys. Trust me. Here's dark against hex. Same thing. You see this nice whoop-de-doo right here, back up into the $12 range. I really don't see a lot. If it breaks, 14, the next ceiling is $23. Anyways, not financial advice or anything. Just letting you guys know where the error is. Actuator token has this nice rejection, and it's going down again. Actuator, don't sleep on that. We'll show you guys our actuator returns in just a second. 0x Coast. 0x Coast is the best place to on-ramp and off-ramp your fiat directly into Pulse Chain and not. You can mint your own tokens, and remember, even though it says 98 right here, you mint them for $1 and you redeem them for $1. So even though the chart says 98, the redemption is at $1 that you get right there. So definitely check out 0x Coast for you're getting your money in and out of Pulse Chain. Yep token, shout out to Brightlight. I've been catching his streams late at night when I can't sleep, and he's got a nice bounce here, and I'm sure that Nope has a nice bounce here. Yep, nice bounce there. DAT token, homie don't play DAT, suffered a really awesome suicide drop, just jumped off the third floor window, out of the third floor window, and bounced. And then now we can see people are actually maybe paying attention as 10,000 of these tokens were burnt, and the emission rate is cut down for the farms. So it's being cut down, and I'll let you guys know if it gets cut down again. But I'm compounding this, and I'm compounding the actuator token because it's so cheap right now. You're just getting insane returns. I shouldn't tell you guys that because I should keep them all for myself, but I'm not. So yeah, so here's dark against Pink Miss Well. Dark used to get 3 million. It used to take 3 million Pink Miss Well to get a dark, and now it only takes 60,000 to get a dark. So interesting play. We'll look at the liquidity here in a bit. And then, of course, Firewell, he has these tokens from Pump.Tires. He has his Firewell token, which is bouncing off a bottom. The X Game token also bouncing off bottom. And then he has the Solid X versus Solid X. So he has a Solid X on Pulse Chain, and then he has a Solid X that was created on Pump.Tires. And you see it's ranging, which, it should. Interesting. It has $1.4 million of liquidity and less than $1 million market cap. It has more liquidity than market cap. Like I said, don't think I've ever seen that before. The Amateur. If you guys have seen the movie The Amateur, give me a rating and a review in the comments, because I think I'm going to go watch The Amateur tonight. Ooh, Hexray chick just walked in, walked out, and her perfume smells amazing. Oh, it's too bad I got jujitsu after this. Anyways, holy cow, she smells good. Yeah, so there's the charts. Here's the actuator token. We're going to have to refresh it, it looks like. As you can see, we put $70 in here, basically, in a liquidity pair. Let's see here, stakes. We put that in here 22 days ago, and in 22 days on $70, we've earned 38 hex tokens in our delegated stake, and 38 HTT or hex time tokens right here. If you guys have not seen my video, Schmo Spider did a great job editing it down to 20 minutes where we go over the entire process of creating your stake, creating the liquidity pair, and staking it, and going through all the benefits. So we're earning HEX, we're earning HTT, we're also earning PulseX V2 rewards for providing liquidity, and we are earning on the actuator farms. We deposit it here, and we have 9,000 actuator tokens in 22 days. 71% APR. It was as high as 126 APR. That's right, 70. So by the rule of 72, if you were to compound this, you would double your money every year. This is insane. That's insane. And you can also go to Magic Carpet Ride and Steakhouse, and you can join these pools with your HEX. If you join these pools with your HEX, then you're going to get a higher bonus because you'll get the bigger pays better bonus, more of it. And you'll save money and fees because only one person has to end the stake. And I think they get paid for doing that. Anyways, yeah, check out Steakhouse. Here's the supply of dark according to here. Let me look at Midgard. Midgard is trying to come up and catch up where DBank was. And if I take the address here from the top of our page. Oh, I've got to go here in just a second. We go over here to Midgard. And we put it in here, paste. It'll show the holders here in just a second. Here we go. Yeah, we want the dark, the top contract or the token. We want token. So as you can see, here's the evil address. And here is the here's the treasury. So the evil address is barely bigger than the treasury, which is barely bigger than the payout, than the mystery box, which is barely bigger than the jackpot box and the couple of whales. So, you know, basically it doesn't show the percentage on the outside of here, but if it did, you'd see that about 96% of this is wrapped up there. So yeah, real quick, going to pulsemarket.app, go to pulsemarket.app, and let's see if any of these babies are for sale. This is a great place to sell your NFTs or buy NFTs. If you missed out on the minting and you want to get some J1s or you want to get some J3s, you can come here. There's several of each of them for sale. 19 die for the J3s, 33 die for the J1s, which, like I said, these all have a tenth of a dark already accumulated in them. So check that out. I don't have enough time to get to liquidity, but I will just show you guys real quick the dark liquidity. If you go down here to V3, we've got 54,000 right now in Pink Missile. I think this is old because there's now about 200,000 right there. And yeah, you don't
I'm
have
sure
enough
you'll
of those.
stream tonight when you're eating cold cereal.
I might come back and stream tonight to catch up with some
You
of
gotta
this
go to the
stuff.
movies with me.
But
I gotta
yeah.
take him on a date night, guys.
Going on a date with a girl.
With a girl.
Well, yeah, I mean, peace out, Girl Scout. I will catch you guys tonight. I'll go through these, and I'm also going to go over this. That crazy chart of where they're going to tap out. Holy shiitake mushroom Batman. Yeah, good stuff. Pro tip: portobello mushrooms, goat cheese, topics for grass-fed organic beef burger. Okay. Thanks for leaving yourself. Remember, what you do matters. You matter, and I'll try to come back and play the Pink Miss Ball game. We're closer than I thought at being able to release a free version of that with no money, and then we'll of course go to where we're actually betting actual crypto. But I love you guys. I will catch you later, and peace.